Hi, welcome to the 7th video in this series. In this video, we will be going through how to load your pictures with Imgur.
Let me use a smaller container and I put in this picture component. So if you want to change this picture, you click on the gear, you go to change picture. You realize it opens up this for you to choose a file from your computer. At this point, it's probably not advisable to let the user upload files into your server because number one reason, security. You don't know what they are uploading if you don't have the proper checks in place. And number two, size constraint. They can upload a picture that is a few million megabytes. You never know. So what I do is, how I counteract this problem is, I use a service. It's called Imgur. I upload the picture to here and I use the link in here. Very much like what is being done with YouTube. So if I change this, change video, I have to input the YouTube URL here. I'm going to hijack this particular coding for YouTube and I'm going to apply it to my picture. So this is controlled in, I don't need this anymore, I don't need this anymore. This is controlled in KEditor components. So if I control F and I search for YouTube, on click button edit. Now I would like this. I would like to copy this, what they do for YouTube, and I'm going to apply this to my picture, to my photo. So if I search for photo, my photo component, and I scroll down and yeah, okay. This is what triggers the file input window. So I don't need this, I'm going to comment it. It's best not to delete, because you never know when you need the code again. So when you click, it will trigger this function. I don't want the trigger. I'm going to paste the code that I copied from the YouTube component into here. So instead of enter YouTube URL, I'm going to say Imgur. I'm only allowing pictures from Imgur. So I upload to Imgur, they will handle the security. They will check whether is it offensive content. So this is all handled by Imgur. If you look at pictures on Imgur, open image in a new tab, you realize that they all take this format: https i.imgur.com/something and dot the file name. So the first thing I check for is this must be there, and the next thing I check for is this one should be either JPEG or PNG. What I can do is, for YouTube videos, they use regex to check it. For me, I'm going to use something much simpler. Okay, since in the prompt they are going to input the URL, oh, I don't need this. I'm going to split the URL. So I'm going to check input data dot split by the slashes. Number 2. This will give me an array, and I'm looking for the second element in the array. This will split 0, in between here 1 and 2. I need to check that the second element in the array is the same as i.imgur.com. So that's the first thing I check for, and the next thing I check for is the file format. If we split this by dots, by the dot, so this will be 0, 1, 2 and 3, the number 3 element. We split it by the dot, look for the number 3 element, and it should be equals to JPEG. A picture file can be a JPEG or PNG, so this needs to be an OR. Enclose this in brackets first. Put 2 pipes. 2 pipes is OR. And I'm going to copy this, paste it here. and replace this as PNG. First, it's going to check if it's from Imgur.com. Next is going to check if it's a JPEG or a PNG file. If this condition passes, this code will be executed. Let's see how they do it. Okay, basically I want this code. So this is the coding that replaces the picture file. Let me paste it here. Okay, editor, source, input. Oh, okay, this should be input data. Because now I want the source to point to the Imgur URL. Load. Okay, this should work. Save. Go back to here. Refresh. Refresh a few times. Components. Drag in a picture. Now let's say I want to replace this picture with this Deadpool comic. Click on the gear icon, change photo, paste, and OK. Oh, look, it changed. So what if I try another gibberish and it says your YouTube URL is not YouTube. We want it to say read only accept JPEG or PNG uploaded to Imgur, and go back, refresh. Oh, we haven't saved it yet. It's okay. So how do you upload an image to Imgur? It's very simple. First, you need an image. Let's take this image for example, and then you go to Imgur, new post, upload images, and you simply drag and drop your image into here. Okay, uploaded. How do you get the Imgur URL? Right click, open link in new tab, and copy this. Go to your K editor, gear icon, change photo, and OK. And to place text in here, just drag, align center, and when you're done, save it. Save it. You should say save. You click view, and this is exactly what you have done. And this, you can't edit this, whereas for here you can. So to prove that this is controlled by this, I drag this here, save this, go here and refresh, and move down, and this is the default page. So if user equals to demo1, and this is the page of the individual user. So that's all for this video. See you in the next video.